There were some clear winners, losers, and yes, liars among tonight's Republican candidates, and our next guest is covering them all. I want to bring in Brian Tyler Cohen, author of a new election-themed MSNBC newsletter launching today, good day to launch it, featuring his exclusive A Winner, a Loser, and a Liar analysis. He's also the host of the podcast No Lie with Brian Tyler Cohen. So I want to get to all of your analysis here. Your winner is Vivek Ramaswamy. Others would agree with you that we've been talking to this evening, but why?
Yeah, I think he was this first real manifestation of Trumpism beyond Trump himself, and he kind of figured out here that all you have to do is basically figure out ways to sow chaos for the sake of sowing chaos, and this is a time in the Republican primary where attention for the sake of attention really is the whole ballgame here, and Vivek Ramaswamy figured it out for better or for worse.
Your loser is Ron DeSantis. I agree with you, but I want to know why you think he was the loser.
Well, I mean, his most potent attack of the night was against a high school student who was worried about the effects of climate change, and then it was pretty much all downhill from there.
Who he was kind of mean to. He was a little mean to.
Yeah, which is a recurring theme for Ron DeSantis. I mean, we all remember that moment where he yelled at high school students for the crime of wearing masks during the COVID outbreak. So this is again a recurring theme for Ron DeSantis. But it went all downhill from there. Tim was speaking earlier about this moment where, he had to look around to give himself permission to make sure he had cover before raising his hand that he would, that he would protect Donald Trump, that he would pardon Donald Trump. And it just shows the extent to which, and I've said this before, but the extent to which kind of capitulation to Donald Trump is really embedded in the DeSantis campaign. He's so afraid of doing anything that would piss Donald Trump off, that would piss his base off. And so what we have is this weird straddling of the middle ground here between him too afraid to say anything that might upset Ron DeSantis, that might upset Donald Trump and his base, and also trying to run a race where the only person standing in between him and winning the Republican primary right now is Donald Trump.
It really struck me that no one seemed to care to attack him. What struck you about that, or what did you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, the fear is just palpable among these people. I mean, you saw even the way that this audience here was was not afraid in the slightest to go after anybody who they thought wasn't towing the line in an adequate fashion, right? And so I think it's just kind of understood in this Republican primary that they're all vying for second place, which is a really sad testament to what we're seeing right now in the Republican primary. But I mean, it is what it is. There's nobody really fighting to win this thing, except in a weird way, Vivek Ramaswamy, who kind of is espousing the same Trumpism that Donald Trump himself is espousing. So I don't see how that's really going to redound to his benefit.
Vivek had a big night in the premiere of your newsletter, Brian. He also took home the title of liar. Let's take a listen.
That's right.
I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this. The climate change agenda is a hoax. The climate change agenda is a hoax. And we have to declare independence for it. And the reality is, the anti-carbon agenda is the wet blanket on our economy. And so the reality is, more people are dying of bad climate change policies than they are of actual climate change.
I think the reason for your choice is self-explanatory, and I know the Biden team has already tweeted about this, but give us a rundown of your choice on biggest liar.
Yeah, I mean, just to suggest that climate change and the Democratic agenda that is actually confronting it are a hoax is not only crazy because of what we all objectively know, but to say this kind of stuff at a time where we just watched Phoenix contend with plus 110-degree temperatures for 31 days in a row, where the drought in Maui set the stage for these wildfires that just devastated those towns there, and a tropical storm just pummeled Southern California for the first time in almost a century. And to suggest that it's the Democratic agenda on climate that's somehow hurting us, when the Republican option here is just to bury our heads in the sand and pretend that everything's fine, all in blind deference to oil and gas companies who fund their campaigns, is just kind of insane.
Brian Tyler Cohen, I love how you always say it straight. Thank you so much for joining me.